let's get this started. So, like I've said before, there's always so much pre-setting up to get a video done. So I worked on this yesterday to get it to where it is now. Doesn't look much different than the last video, but distributors out, that literally took me 15 minutes to get that distributor out. Hey, things don't always go the way I wanted, but technically it is ready to start pulling this apart. So we're gonna go ahead and intake, yeah, that fell on the ground. So basically we should be able to pop the intake manifold off and get the heads off. Oh my gosh, did not expect them to be that tight. And then we're gonna see how much gunk is in this motor. I'm really hoping that this thing is not, but so nasty inside. And of course, the bad thing is about this, it's only like 100 bolts. Guess I could have took that off yesterday. Well, that didn't work. Just broke a bolt. And I bet you this one's gonna break too, because it's already in the process of not wanting to come out. Well, let me grab my breaker bar. If you're gonna break it right. Like I say, I don't want to buy new heads, but yep, there's number 2. Yeah, this is really working out wonderful. Just what I wanted. Like really in there. You would think that with this much oil and grease and nastiness, these things would come out kind of easy. Well, at least some of them are coming out easy. Okay, so I'm done. I've done messed with this motor, everything. So I've broke 4 bolts trying to get the intake manifold bolts out. I've broke 4 bolts. Now the way that they're angled, you cannot get the intake manifold off because it has to come straight up, and the bolts are in the corners basically. So one here, one back there, and one there. So this thing is never going to come up at all. Next thing is there's so much sludge inside this motor. I mean, it's hard to see on camera, but there's sludge. Now, I also figured out why oil is not draining from here, because this is just a representation. So in the back, there's a bolt here and there's a drain right above it. Well, in the back, the drain hole that's right there, it's plugged up. I stuck a, like an auger bit, just Sharpie, whatever the heck my brain is done, because I'm like over this truck. It is just like, it won't go in. I've tried to ream it out, this and that. It's stuck. It's done. So that's why it's not draining oil, and I bet you that is where it was leaking oil through the valve cover and down off the back, because it was leaking oil in that general area, and I'm pretty sure it was leaking right there. So what we're gonna do is we're yanking this motor. I am going to go ahead and pull the motor out. Now, here's where I run into a dilemma. So I have that motor right there. It's full of sludge. It is disgusting. Do I take it, pull it completely 100% apart? How about this? I'm gonna let y'all decide, tell me what you want. I'll give you the option, okay? So I have 2 small block Chevys. One's in that truck and one's over there. So do I take this one out, rebuild it, put it back the way it is, basically a complete stock motor, throttle body injected, basically clean it, rebuild it, put it back in, and we're done? Or do I put this one in? The bottom's already built. It's already done. I just need to go off my butt and finish the heads, put the heads on. Now this motor right here, the issue with this motor is if I put that one in there, it cannot be throttle body injected because of the monster cam that's in this thing. And I am not taking this motor apart, switching cams, putting a stock cam back in and all that kind of stuff. So do we put a 480, it's like with the setup that it's going to run, it's about 480 horsepower carbureted motor in that truck, or rebuild the stock motor? Now, here's my thing. Now, yes, this motor was going to go in the Silverado. Well, the Silverado runs and drives fine. I have no issues with the Silverado right now. It runs perfect. There's no issues. That motor right there, I could take it out, get it rebuilt, and basically kind of build the same kind of thing. But my only thing is I don't know. Like I said, I haven't been able to get that motor apart yet because it's freaking... I like this motor because it is a roller motor. So roller camshaft, roller rockers. Now the positive thing about that is right now, with the way the world is, there is a issue with all flat tappet cams. The flat tappets are just wearing out within minutes, not like years. They're just wearing out because we're getting Chinese junk. So I want to stick with a roller motor. Now, that one, it does have, which actually really surprises me, it's, the same setup as like this with a Vortec style intake manifold. I don't think that's a roller motor. Can't tell until I yank it out and tear it apart. So what do you think? What should I do? Should I basically a 500 horsepower motor or a bone stock motor? Now, I was thinking about, hey, let's just call up Summit or Jegs and just get a OEM replacement motor. Those are basically out of stock. Just getting a original equipment, GM, Chevy, small block crate motor, they're almost non-existent right now. And like I said, I have the parts for this. All I have to do is order the valve guide seals, the little umbrella seals for this. Heads are right here. All of it's there. Buy the umbrella seals, put that back together. New springs, new retainers, all of it's there. That motor's not that far from just being done. I just need to get off my butt and do it. So what do you think? What should I do? Because that motor, I'm done. And like I said, there is so much sludge in this motor. I mean, It's bad. I really don't want to yank this motor out because this thing is so high. It's going to be a little bit of a chore. But I have quite a few days off coming up real soonly. Basically, I think I have 12 days in a row off. So I guess it could be the perfect time to pull a motor. All right. Well, like I say, I'm done. I'm tired. I've been working on this thing for way too dang long. I've been out here for probably 3 hours just trying to get the top of this off. All right. Well, let me know in the comments what you think. The built-ish small block or another replacement stock thing. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. All right, catch you in the next one.